Lita here again, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making the Sparkling Volcano. Now this is the dessert that Chad and I had when we were in the Rainforest Cafe at the Animal Kingdom. Now the brownie part of this dessert, I will be using this book that I got when I was in Walt Disney World. It's desserts from the Magic Kingdom and all the other parks, but there's a brownie recipe in here that I want to use, so I will be using this book for that. Also, the reason I did not show you this book when I did my haul that I got at Walt Disney World is because after I did the video, I went shopping again. And I got this book when I did that. But anyway, now this Sparkling Volcano that I make will not be as large as the one that we had at Rainforest Cafe because that was enough to feed 3 people. So yeah, I don't want to make them that big because I'd have to eat the whole thing. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get started, and I'm going to show you how to make a Sparkling Volcano. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do for our Sparkling Volcano is to go ahead and get our brownies all mixed together and get them into the oven. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your sugar, your flour, your cocoa powder, your salt, your baking powder, and sift it through a sifter into your bowl. So you're going to need 2 cups of sugar. I'm just going to pour this right into the sifter and it'll sift through and go into my bowl. 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 2/3 cup of cocoa powder. I use Hershey's because I love Hershey's. 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And we're just going to sift that right into our bowl. Sometimes I use a sifter that has a handle. Just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. So whatever kind of sifter that you have is going to be fine. You just kind of want, everything broke down really good and without any clumps or anything. Okay, now that all of our dry ingredients are all sifted together, we're going to go ahead and add our eggs. And you're going to need 5 eggs. So we're just going to go ahead and pour those in to our dry mixture. And we're going to use an electric mixer. And we're going to put that on low speed. And I'm just going to mix it until everything is smooth. Okay. Looks nice and smooth. Now you're going to have 2 sticks. That's 1 cup of butter. And you're going to melt that down. You can use your microwave, stovetop, whatever you have. And you're just going to add this slowly into the brownie batter. And you're just going to mix it until it's just combined. You don't want to overmix this. So just slowly add and mix your butter here. Just going to add a little bit at a time. Okay, so that is all of our butter in there, and it's mixed just until it's combined really well. And at this point you're going to want to add 1/2 cup of semi-sweet chocolate pieces. Here again I use Hershey's chocolate pieces. I just love Hershey's, so that's what I'm going to use here. And you're just going to fold those in, so you don't need to even hardly mix this at all, just till it's all the chips are kind of in there really well. Okay, that's it. That's all the mixing that you need to do. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put them into a 9 by 13 pan, and I have already got it all sprayed down with cooking spray, and it's ready to go. My oven is on 350, so it's all nice and warm for us. We're gonna go ahead and pour this right into our bowl, into our pan. Oh, that looks so good. Yum. It smells really good too. Okay, so we've got all of our batter in our pan. I'm just going to spread it evenly in this pan here. And like I say, it's going in a 350-degree oven. And it's going to be in there for about 30 minutes. And you just want to make sure that when you insert a toothpick in it, that it's going to come out nice and clean, and then your brownies will be done. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in the oven. Okay, so our brownies are all done, and they have been out of the oven for about 20 minutes. I was letting them cool down before I started putting our Sparkling Volcano together. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these. Now I kind of want longer, thinner pieces to put my Sparkling Volcano together. So I am going to cut these a little bit long and thinner than I normally would if I was just cutting, you know, serving brownies. But being I'm going to be putting this Sparkling Volcano together, I kind of wanted it to look as much like the original one as I could. So on the one that we had at the Rainforest Café, there were 3 pieces of brownies surrounding a big scoop of ice cream. So now that I've got these cut, I'm going to let them cool just a little bit longer because it is still kind of warm. I noticed that as I'm cutting. So we're just going to let this cool just a little bit longer, and then we'll be putting our Sparkling Volcano together. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start putting our Sparkling Volcano together. Now at Disney, they had a big thing of vanilla ice cream right in the center, and now I am using Bluebell, but you can use your favorite vanilla ice cream, but Bluebell happens to be mine, so that's what I'm using. And I'm just going to get a great big rounded scoop of the Bluebell ice cream, put it right there in the center of my plate. And now we're going to build our little brownie. They kind of had like a little pyramid set up, so we're just going to put 3 brownies on here, and your ice cream's going to slide around a little bit, so until you get your brownies in place. Okay, well, this is looking wonderful. Okay, now on the center of on the top, their center part was a big dollop of Cool Whip. Not a big fan of Cool Whip and ice cream mixed, you know, that's just my preference, but if you want, you just put your big dollop of Cool Whip right there, but I am going to use more vanilla ice cream. That's just my preference, but like I said, you can go ahead and use that big dollop of Cool Whip or Ready Whip, anything like that if you like, but I'm going to use a big old dollop of vanilla ice cream. Oh, that's looking so good. Okay, at this point, you're gonna go ahead and add your caramel sauce and just pour that, let it drizzle all down the ice cream, the top, and let it drizzle down the brownie. Oh my stars, that is looking so yummy. Now you can also add chocolate onto this as well, but I prefer caramel, so that's the only thing that I'm going to put on mine, but you can put chocolate as well and just let it drizzle down just the same, and that's the way it was at the Rainforest Cafe, but because I just prefer it with just caramel, that's all I'm going to do. Now also, when we got our Sparkling Volcano, it had this little sparkle stick in it. Now, some places you know, I think like in California, I'm not 100% sure, but I think they use actually a real sparkler, but they did not do that in Florida. They made this little sparkle stick, and so that's what I did. I just got some of that curly ribbon and put it on a stick, and I'm going to stick it right down through the center of my little volcano. And there, that is my take on the sparkling volcano that we got at the Rainforest Cafe in Animal Kingdom. Okay, y'all, I hope that you will give this sparkling volcano recipe a try. It is really, really fun to make. Your kids will even love to help you put all this together, and it is beautiful. And yeah, it's not as huge as the one we have, but you know, I could not eat that size. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite of this and just see what it tastes like. And you know, now this thing, when you do eat it, it starts caving in and gets all mixed together, and it is just marvelous. So just enjoy it. You may get messy, but you know, it doesn't matter. Who cares, right? Ooh. That's great. Oh my goodness. You're gonna love this. Definitely give this a try. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye now.